You're tuned in to The Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Just that quick. I had a typhoon. I had to get corrected right there. You should be able to hear me loud and clear. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. Shout out to everybody that's listening to me. Thank you for watching. Get the likes up. Let's go. Man, I had to change. Okay, I remember the class. I had to set up this whole studio, rewire everything, and get it going. But today we're talking about the power of presence, how to control any room without saying a word. You say, well, that sounds like we did last week, LDA. Wait, what are you doing? I'm building something. You got to come with me. And if you don't know, next Tuesday is my birthday. That's right. Next Tuesday is my birthday. That's right. It's my birthday next Tuesday. So what we're going to do, definitely put an 18 in the March 18th is my birthday. That's Tuesday. Don't forget next week is my birthday. But today we're talking about the power of presence. So let's get going because it's going to be, you're going to have to get the replay if you want to get this. So the power of presence, how to control any room without saying a word. What's going on, Wade? Without saying a word. We've been saying that for a reason because I realized that a lot of men, especially I'm talking to men today, a lot of men do not have a presence. Let me say that again. A lot of men do not have a presence about them. And what happens is the world begins to treat you like crap, because you have no presence about you. So I want you to imagine walking in the room without saying anything. And people turn their head and notice you. They listen when you speak. They respect you. They call that presence. The way you carry yourself that make people pay attention. Let me say that again. The way you carry yourself that makes people pay attention. There's no need of having game and all that if you have no presence about you. But the first thing I must say, it starts with the right mindset. I'm gonna get a grease board soon, so I'll be able to write down and stick figures and all that. That's coming. But you got to have a presence about you. Then when you walk into a room, an office, you're walking down the street, malls are gone, strip mall, if you walk into anywhere, people stop you and say, there's something about you. Let me give you a quick story that happened to me yesterday. I was at work yesterday. I was taking care as I do temperature control. And I was working in this patient room. And the patient, after I completed my job, saying, what is it about you? You seem like a very distinguished man, like you're an actor or something. I said, no, I'm no actor. He said, but I said, I do model. And I didn't go on about the podcast or anything. But it was the way that I took up the space inside of the room by my presence. This is how you operate as a man in this day and age. I didn't ask for the compliment. I thanked them. I wasn't looking for it. But who I was on the inside of me began to show forth on the outside of me. They say that babies and dogs know when somebody's telling the truth, or can tell you a lot about what's going on with the person. A baby will like, I don't like them. A dog, now they start to bark. They don't know why they barking at you, because they know something ain't right, because your presence is not right. And this goes back to premise I've been saying for the past couple of weeks. It's not about being the loudest. It's about your stand and how you look at people and how you move. It is never about the person who is the loudest. Use a telltale sign when you look at someone and they're the loudest in the room. They got the showboat. They got to show you what watch they have on. They got to show you, I got this. I just got this new yacht. It's a telltale sign that they are relying on external validation instead of validations on the inside of it. So the first thing we're going to say is stand tall like a superhero. Let me say that again. Stand tall like a superhero. If you were to pick your favorite superhero, villain or no villain, but we're saying superhero, how would your superhero stand and enter a room or enter into the space that he's in? When you stand like a superhero never slouches over, hunches over. Oh, okay. He doesn't look nervous. He stands tall, put his shoulders back, chest up. Let me say that again. You're going to stand like a superhero. So a superhero is never slouched over or hunched over. He stands tall with his shoulders, chest out, and he lets you know, I'm in the room. So when you stand tall, people see you as strong and confident. Let me say that again. When you stand strong like a superhero, could you imagine your favorite superhero and you standing there, and you walk into the room, and I ain't saying Captain Saber, you know what? I'm talking about a real superhero. They stand strong, they stand tall. They might be 5'2", but they're standing like they're 6'2". They might be 4'9", but they're standing like they're 6'9". Why? Because it's not on the external, it's who they are on the inside of them. But they stand tall like a superhero. And people see you as strong and confident. When you're slouched over and fidgety, people begin to look at you and think you're nervous or unsure. Have you ever noticed somebody who's in a room or a negotiation or a particular space and they get real fidgety and they get their touching everything, touching their hair, touching their phone? First thing I do is I watch that interview. Say, okay, what they up to? What's in their pocket? Do they got a gun? I'm watching that person. But when you stand tall like a superhero, people begin to perceive you as strong and confident. I want you to try this for a couple seconds. I don't care where you at, where you're doing. You might be listening to me on the go. You listening to me on YouTube. You listen to me on Facebook. I want you to pick your favorite superhero and begin to have the presence of the superhero for 10 seconds. So we're going to count for 10 seconds, and I want you to embody your favorite superhero. One of mine is actually Batman, and I couldn't say Superman, but it was Batman. I think when I was a kid, it was Spider-Man, but I think Batman is my superhero of choice today. So I want you to get 10 seconds. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have embodied the presence of a superhero. You know, when you embody the presence as a superhero, villains know who you are. You said Sonic or Optimus. Oh, I like that one. I forgot about Optimus Prime. That's a good one. But when you embody the presence of a super, Optimus Prime was good. That's a good one. and you stand there tall, people begin to feel there's something different about you. I do it all the time. I go into the. I'm gonna say something. I shouldn't be. I'm jumping ahead, but let me say this. I go into the room as the tallest person in the room. What do you mean? The Hawk. Oh, that's a good one. I never thought about that. The Hawk of Black Panther. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. I never thought about it, the Hawk and the, but I go into the room, whatever room it is. I don't say a word. I go in there like, yeah, I'm here. I almost suck all the air out the room because of, yeah, I'm here. And people just all of a sudden begin to become magnetic or hypnotized and begin to what? Draw towards me. Why? Because I have in the consciousness, I have in my mind as a superhero. Now, this one is going to be good. I want you to get this. You ever notice how a teacher or a coach makes you sit straight up just by looking at you? But because that's because eye contact is so powerful. Magic of eye contact. Now, you and your superhero mindset and thinking, when you have that eye contact, I'm powerful and I know it. Thank you. Right there, black man. Right there. But it's something when you get that eye contact. Eye contact is dangerous. I remember I can say at work, because I have to deal with so many different people, I don't shy away or point my eyes down when I'm talking to someone. I don't point them at the woman's chest either. I look straight in their eye, and I look them straight in the eye, not like I'm crazy, but I look at them like, okay, I see you. And then I look away, then I come back. And it's amazing that a lot of people try not to make eye contact with you. It makes them nervous because they say that the eyes are the window of the soul. But I do that sometimes. I look somebody straight in the eye. Now, when I'm looking at my woman, I look her right in the eyes and I don't move. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Looking people in the eyes shows that you believe in yourself. Let me say that again. Looking people in the eyes show that you believe in yourself. It's amazing how powerful that is. It shows that you believe in who you are. You already said you were the superhero. Now you begin to when you look at people in their eyes, to show that you believe in yourself. Now, I'm going to read this comment because it's really good. I used to look down like a slave till I start studying in Malcolm X and Denzel's movie. Correct. That right there. And Malcolm X definitely said, who told you to hate yourself? Who has tricked you? Who has bamboozled you to believe that you should hate the color of your skin, the texture of your hair, the width of your lips, and the size of your nose? Who's told you to hate you? That's why it's so important to believe in yourself. When you look people in their eyes, it shows that you believe in yourself. See, when you don't believe in yourself, you put your head down. You ever see someone that's homeless? Many of them don't look you eye to eye because they're ashamed in the state that they're in or where they're at. Or you look at someone who's trying to trick you, they ain't gonna look you straight eye to eye. Let me say that again. They ain't gonna look you eye to eye. They ain't gonna look you face to face. But if you look someone in their eyes, eye contact shows that you believe in yourself. The next thing is, if you look down or away too much, people might think you're shy or unsure. Now, I used to be shy, believe it or not. My cousin was here. He would tell you I was a little shy. And, I was like, I didn't want to speak up. I didn't want to say what I want to say. Today, I'm completely opposite of that. I'm going to tell you in your face who you are, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and give you Z. But when you don't give eye contact and you look away too much, people think you're shy or unsure. We're going to try the 3 second rule. When you talk to someone today or whenever, look them in their eyes before looking away. Make your look. It makes you look strong and sure of yourself. So for 3 minutes, not 3 minutes. Don't be like me and my nieces and my brother and my sister. Now we used to play the staring game. Who can stare at each other without blinking? I ain't talking about that because people gonna think you crazy. Then what you do, you get 3 seconds. 3 seconds, and then you look away. 3 seconds, and you look away. Let me see what you said right here. I've been told my glaze is too intimidating, so I yield back some. I've been told that too. Something about the eyes. I was told that too. So what I do is you get that 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, look away. That 1, 2, 3, look away. Why you do that? It shows that you believe in yourself. Let's go to 3. You say, "Well, you going fast today, LDA?" Yes, I am because I am. This is. Let me say this. It is not free. What I'm doing here is not free. This is my. I don't do anything that's free. This is not free. You're paying with your attention. I think John and I talked about that years ago. But you're paying with your attention. So I don't do free game. I don't do no free nothing. Free is not even part of my MO. It's not free. You're paying with your what? Attention. Let me get this. I know I have a nice brown eyes, but it ain't that serious. I think I'll be scaring their demons. Maybe so. But I want to say this. This is not free. You're paying with your attention. I don't do nothing free. Ain't nothing on my and what I have nothing is free. This whole set right here cost me money. I didn't changed up everything. It ain't free. But let's go to the next point. We've been seeing this. We said this last week, but we're going to say it again. Speak less, say more. Let me say that again. Speak less, say more. Have you ever seen someone who talks a lot, but nobody's really listening? Yeah. Baby, let me say that again. Have you ever seen someone who talks a lot, but nobody's really listening? Ooh, let me read Joe Blast reason. I told you before as a child, I got chastised because of my stare. It was emasculating. Eventually I fought and got it out of it. Your set looks stellar. Thank you so much, Way. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I changed everything up. I got soft boxes right here. I got lights on the back. I made it more clear. I made it more. I want to be top notch in everything I do. So what you're paying for nothing I do is free. You're paying with your attention. So definitely, and I do have some challenges coming up and some master classes coming up that will cost. So get ready for that. But I'm right here. We're talking about this. Have you ever seen someone who talks a lot, but nobody really listens? Have you seen somebody who ever talk? I mean, they just talk, 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 and they just keep on talking, 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 and talking, 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 and talking, talking. You're like,
Order 66.
right. They just talking, talking, talking. They just talk. They just talk. They get on YouTube. They get on Facebook. They go. They just they like a bird. And nobody really listening to them. Don't let that be you. The person who listens more and talk less often has the most power. Let me say it. The chatterbox you are like the trolls that come on into the chat. Correct. They got so much to say. But guess what? No one's listening to them. The person who listens more and talk less often has the most power. Let me say that slower for those in the back of the room. The person who listens more and talks less often has the most power. I sit back and watch negotiations. Whether you agree with Trump or not, I'm not here to debate politics with anybody, but I do watch how things are done. And that interaction when Zelensky showed it all. Whether you agree or not, or you think it was wrong, they shouldn't have did that. What did you notice is that the president did like this, and he didn't say much. Only when Zelensky inserted and said something on how we would feel as the United States, that Trump corrected him. Pay attention. Y'all got to get out your. Let me say this for men. Get out your feelings about. I don't know, like this politician, and they don't like they. Get out of that. Learn the game, the strategy. Learn the strategy. Learn the strategy. What they're doing. Please. Producer, shout out. Shout out to Trump and masculinity. Thank you so much. Somebody needs to say it. I don't know why people are so scared. They're scared of masculinity. I know why. So y'all gonna make me sidebar on this? I'm gonna say it. Okay. The reason why some people find Trump polarizing in his masculinity because they've been so trapped in their femininity. And I'm talking to men. When a lion comes into a room, baby. Let me say that again. When a lion comes into the room from out the wild, everybody takes notice. And what we have is our society. This is still talking about speaking less and saying more. When it happens, when a lion shows up into a room that's hungry, everyone trembles because they don't know what that lion may do. Let's go back to this. The person who speaks, the person who listens more and talk less often has more power. Powerful people think before they speak. Let me say that again. Powerful people think before they speak. They think before they speak. If you notice, we have a lot of people who are rattling off at their emotions, rattling off at their mouth, using the Bible, using the Quran, using whatever. They're just rattling off like an old tore up car. They just rattling off everything. But a person, powerful people think before they speak. What do you mean? Why do you think why do you think they take that time to process before they speak? It's because they know that their words, after they thought about it, are going to be impactful. Let me read this right here. I don't know if you're a Democrat again. All of that feminine energy running in it. No masculinity whatsoever in that party. That's a whole show in itself. I could say so much about that. When you only say what's important, people listen closer. When you only say what's important, people listen closer. Let me say that again. When you only say what's important, people listen closer. When you only say, you don't say. Is that right? Tell me it ain't so. People listen a little bit closer when you only say what's important. So try this. Instead of talking so much, pause before you answer a question and make your words, it makes your words feel important. Pause before you answer a question. Pause. Not pause like, oh, that's homo. No, pause, take a break. That's interesting. Then you answer. I can normally tell on my social media, Facebook mainly, or sometimes Instagram, when a person is responding out of their emotions because they want to be right or they want to challenge what I said instead of thinking about what I really was talking about. Instead, giveaway. I watch it and I'm just like, oh, okay. I see where this conversation is going. And sometimes I push it along. Sometimes I don't, because it just reveals so much. The next thing is move with purpose. Imagine two people walking in a room. One walks in fast, looking around, fidgety, unsure where to sit at. The other person walks in calmly, looking straight ahead, moves with purpose. Which one are you? One person walks into the room fast, looks around, fidgety, unsure of where to sit. The other one walks in calmly, looks straight ahead, and moves with purpose. Now, this is interesting right here. I walk real fast. By the time you get to the door, I'm already at the garage. By the time you get to the garage, I'm in my car already home. That's how fast I walk. But I want you to realize you got to slow down. This is going for me because I'm fast. Are you the person who walks into the room fidgety, unsure, looking around, walking fast? Or are you the one who walks in like a superhero, like, yeah, I'm here. This is me. This is who I am. This is who I am right here. That's the difference when you walk in the room like that. Let me give a shout out to Rocky Rock Pre. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. wrong. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate it. Let me get a. Let's go. Hey. Appreciate it, brother. OGA, this masterclass series is life lifting, sir. You are a blessing to us from the heavens. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Because I'm glad you shared in, and thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I didn't know my birthday is on Tuesday. I may go live on Tuesday, but my birthday on Tuesday. Tuesday I'll be. How old would I be? I'll be 53 years old on Tuesday. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for this. You like this masterclass series. I appreciate it. Man, imagine when I do the master class behind closed doors. Woo! For 90, I think it's going to be what, 90, I think it's $97. I think it's $97. That's going to be powerful. So, like I said, nothing I do is free. You're paying with your attention. So let's go back. What do you think of the person? Who do you think people will respect more? The second one. When you move slowly and with confidence, people believe you are in control. When you move slowly, not like an old man, when you move slowly and with confidence, people believe you are in control. Do you ever see the president walking around fast? Hey, let's go over here. This. No, he walks methodically. He has bodyguards. He has the Secret Service around him. Yeah, other people around him. He moves with purpose. When he goes and talks to delegates from other countries, or he's over somewhere else, he moves with purpose. He's not jittery and talking and stumbling over his words. No, he moves with purpose. When you move slowly and confidently, People believe you are in control. I want you to try this. I'm gonna try this today. I'm gonna do when I'm saying I do. Walk into the room like you own it. Uh-oh, I said this before. Walk into the room like you own it. Move with purpose, not rushing or looking lost. Let me say that again. I taught my sons that if they were to come up on a call, they'll say, "Yeah, Dad did say that." I told them when they were little, when we go into the mall, because I had to go get some shoes, maybe some Kyrie's, I think it was, or some Curry's at the time, or they wanted some shoes. I say, I want you to walk into this mall like you own this mall. Don't you walk with your head down, son. Don't you walk down with your head down. Don't walk. And when you shake somebody's hand, you shake their hand confidently. I say you walk like you own this mall. I think it was we were going to Richmond Mall at the time. You walk into this mall like you own it. Guess what they did? They walked into the mall. They seen Dad doing it with confidence. They walked into the mall like they owned it. You need to walk into your job like you own it. You need to walk into your church, your mosque, your temple. You need to walk in this earth like you own it. Watch how people treat you and deal with you completely different when you begin to walk inside of this earth, walk into your world as if you own it. And if you really understand it, because I got a correction today about something, you walk because you have the creator inside of you. How dare you insult the creator inside of you and not walk like you're not part of his family? You walk like you own the place. I got to go to an event right after this show to the library. I'm going to walk into the library like this is my library. This is my books. Those are my computers. That is my upstairs. This is you. This guy just happen to be here, but this is my place. I'm going to walk in like I own it. When I walk in like I own it, guess what? People treat you completely different. So my last point is this. Please get this. Have you ever noticed, this is called the secret of silence? Pay attention to this. Have you ever noticed that the most respected people do not yell or talk? A lot. Silence is power. I've been talking about this. If you listen to, I'm glad this is a series. You've been listening to this series that I've done for the past 3 weeks, I think it has been. Listen to the series. People who don't rush to talk are seen as smarter and more in control. People who don't rush to talk are seen as smarter and more in control. Why are they saying that? When you take the time to pause and actually slow down and think about what you're going to say, people perceive that you or see you as smarter and more in control. The person who can wait before speaking usually controls the conversation. Uh-oh. Pay attention to this. Get this down. The person who can wait before speaking usually controls the conversation. Some of y'all are so in a hurry to say, I gotta say what I gotta say. I gotta tell them my mind. I gotta tell them this. The person who can wait before speaking usually controls the conversation. Let me read what Joe Last said. Speaking of eye contact and handshake, I met the wrestler Goldberg at an event in Ohio. Hey man, you was near me in Ohio. Come on, man. He and I shook his hand. I shook his hand more like a man than any other man that day. See, right there, eye contact and handshakes. Let me say something. And some of y'all may not have been taught this, but I was taught this. When you introduce yourself to somebody, you give that person a hand, you give them eye contact, and you shake their hand confidently. Hi, I'm Lawrence D. Adams. How are you? I taught my sons that. I don't care who it is. You look them, hi, my name is Destin Lawrence Adams. How are you? Hi, my name is Caleb Alexander Adams. How are you? Shake their hand, look them eye to eye. Don't look this way, don't look that way, look them eye to eye. Like, I'm here. Eye contact is so important. But make sure we go back to this. People who wait before speaking usually controls the conversation. Try this. When someone asks you something, pause for 2 seconds before answering. It makes people lean in and really listen to what you have to say. Say that again. When someone asks you something, pause for 2 seconds before answering. Makes people lean in and really listen to what you're. Thank you so much for the birthday. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So glad. 53. He's been for a long time. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 20 bones right there. Appreciate that. For the $20, it doesn't go unappreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys can hit. I didn't put the Cash App. You're like, well, I don't want to give her here. Give. Y'all can do Cash App. Where's the banner for the Cash App? There it is. Back to the comments. So yeah, birthday is on Tuesday. I'm Tuesday. I might go live. So when you're talking to someone, pause for a second. Ask you a question. Pause. Then answer the question. Try that this week. So, in a recap of what we're talking about today, your transformation, becoming someone people notice. When you stand tall, make eye contact, speak less, move with purpose, use silence, you become someone people respect and listen to. Let me say that again. You stand tall. You don't slouch down. You have great posture, and you have great posture. You make eye contact. You speak less, move with purpose, and use silence. You become someone people respect and listen to. Before, maybe you felt invisible in a room, or like people didn't listen to you when you talk. But after this teaching today, when you walk into any space, people notice you, listen to you, and respect you without you having to try too hard. Let me say something too about presence. And then I'm gonna give the challenge for the next coming week. Some of the things I do, and this is some of the things that I do. I take up space. So let's say I'm sitting down at a counter, lunch counter. You know, you put your plate in front of you. You put your knife over here. I mean, your fork over here, your knife over here. What I do is, you have your drink in front of you. What I do is I move my drink about this far. I move, if I have a dessert or tea, I move it about this far. I create such a bigger space around me that whoever sits next to me on this side, they're like, wow, who is this guy? But he takes up this much space. So like if I sit down at the bar, in one of my restaurants I like going to is Kitchen Social. What I do is, to take up space, I'll have my water right there over here on this corner. You see how far it is from this center part, have my water way over here. Then if I get some sweet tea or something like that, lemonade, I sit it over there. I want you to get what I'm doing. I'm creating a bigger space around me. Because I'm taking them because of who I am. People begin to take note. Well, who is this? Who is this person that thinks he needs to take up this much space? Now, it's different when I'm with my girl. We begin to take up the space. And women are masters at doing this. Pay attention to what women do. If there's no hook underneath the, like we sit in the bar, she'll put her purse in such a space, such a distance from her where she can grab it, but it creates a barrier around her. A barrier around about her space. So you got to learn how to create space around you and create presence. When I'm telling you, I do it almost in my sleep, how I create space. If I have some papers, I spread the papers out. This is my area. People almost got to ask, hey, somebody sitting there? Somebody sitting there? I create space around me because this is who I am. So when I'm with my girl, her purse is right there. Now, when I'm gonna say something powerful. You said that space around you. Oh, let me get this. That's so good. Most people rush to speak. Correct. Let me say that again, LDA. Right. Good. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. And I'm gonna end this, and I'm about to go. The space around the woman. Yeah. Right there. I'm gonna say that again. So with women, women are masters creating space around you, around themselves. Pay attention to this. Pay attention. They use their purse. They may use their phone. So what they do is they use their purse. Please get what I'm saying to you. If a woman puts her purse right here, between you, she don't want you to cross that barrier. If she puts the purse on the hook in front of her, okay. It's like when you sit on the couch. I always watch what a woman at that time will put her purse at. If she put it in between us or she put it on the side of her. She does it unconsciously because she wants to create that space between you and her. Because maybe she don't feel safe with you. Or maybe you look scary or whatever the case may be, or you may be trying to do something else and she ain't trying to do something else. She'll put the purse in between her. What you do is have her put her purse underneath her. Women create space around them. So when I'm with me and my girl, she put her purse underneath. She put her phone about right here. Got one phone here. I put my phone right here. And then we create almost like a bubble around us that people just sort of gravitate into our space. We got to tell them, hey, okay, do I know you? Okay. And they sort of back up. But you got to, as a man, know how to create that space around you. Do you think you can get that close to the president, vice president, or somebody that's famous? No, what they do is they create a space around them. They do what? They create a space around them to what? It's not so much to protect them. It's to say that I'm here. This is my presence is here. It's not for you to like, I'm little you little peasant. No, it's to say I created this space around me. I do it all the time. I'm about to do it when I go to this library, to this event. I'm going to walk in with my papers and I'm going to take up space. I'm not going to walk in there shy. I'm not going to walk in there, I'm paying attention to everything, but I create a space around me. People will either bump into the space or they become attracted to the space. So the challenge this week is for you, stand tall like a superhero. Make eye contact for at least 3 seconds. Pause before you talk. Move with purpose Use silence instead of talking too much. Watch how people treat you differently. You'll see the presence of power. You want to see, you want more of this, you like what I'm teaching, this series that I've been doing in these master classes, stay tuned. I have something for next week. Tuesday is my birthday. I turn 53. Can you believe it? 53 years old. Thank be to God. Thank you. 53 years old. Thank God for good health, strength. Thank God for my eyes, ears, nose, everything. Thank God for life. That I'm able to see here, to be here for my sons, to be here to serve you guys, just teaching and what I actually live. I'm thankful. So, with that being said, the power of presence. How do you control any space, any room without saying a word? This has helped you. I want you at the end, when this ends, I want you to write in the comments these two letters. I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying, because what I'm doing here is not free. I want to make sure I understand. LDA don't give free game away. No free game. Sorry, well, you could get it anywhere. Ain't no free game here. You're paying with your attention. When I do the master class for $97, you come in. That's another level of teaching, a little bit more in depth. But when it's in, I want you to put a P in the comments. That means power, or POP. That's what I want you to put in the comments. POP in the comments. What do you put? Let me put it in there for somebody. Let me see if I can get to it. POP. There you go. POP in the comments. That lets me know that you listen to it, and it lets the algorithm know that there's engagement with this particular content. So what we're going to put after this ends, POP, power of presence. After this ends, don't do it now, put in POP. I may jump up here on Tuesday just because it's my birthday and I can, but when this ends, in the comments, just put POP. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you for rocking with me, listening to me. When you go back and listen to this teaching again. I got something coming for next week. And look out for I think it's $95 for the challenge that's coming up next. We're going to do a week challenge. For a straight week, we're going to go boom, 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 boom. Because I want to take you from information to transformation. Let me say that again. I want to take you from information to transformation. What does LDA want to do? I want to take you from information to transformation. There's no need of getting good game if it don't change your name. Peace mode. Peace to the gods, right? I forgot about that. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. I forgot about that. Let me shout that out right there. Peace to the gods. I love it. I forgot about that. With that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams. And you know what that music means. It's out of here. Peace and heaven grace. Tuesday. Birthday. 53 years old. I'm out of here. Peace to the gods. I like that. I forgot about that. Peace to the gods. BOP. In the comments. BOP, Mom. I love you. Peace to the gods. I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. Thank you. gods. Next Friday, 1 o'clock. Join me, Lawrence D. Adams. Peace to the gods. Next. Get out of here. Peace to the gods. There is only but one God. Lord and Savior of all. POP, we out of here. Peace to the gods.